Good evening, children. Should we start?
Yes, ma'am.
You can turn on the videos, Medansh, Manvita, Manasvi, Ronit, Sudeep. Turn on the videos. So, we will be starting the last topic of the life process chapter, which is about the excretion. Turn on the videos, children. So, when we talk about the excretion, it is basically the biological process where from our body we will be removing the waste material. So, we will be, we in our body, so much of the waste material will be generated that has to be removed. And that will be removed through the kind of the system which is called as the excretory system. Now, this can be the urea, this can be the urine, this can be the stool. In the morning hours, we are going to the washroom, we are removing the urine, we are removing the stool. They are what? They are the kind of the nitrogenous waste which is not required our body. Now, what happens if these wastes are being there in our body, then our body will not function properly. It can, that kind of toxic gas will release, will go to our brain, and the brain will stop working. That is why it is important that whatsoever the nitrogenous waste are there, it has to be removed from the body so that the proper functioning of the body can be done. Fine. Now, in the unicellular organism, Medansh, what do you understand by unicellular organism? Who are the unicellular organisms, Medansh?
Some unicellular organisms are organisms which have only one cell.
Very good. Manasvi, who are the multicellular organisms?
They are organisms that have two or more cells.
Very good. Manvita, what do you mean by diffusion? What do you mean by diffusion, Manvita? Ronit, what is diffusion?
Ma'am, the process of exchanging gases.
Very good. Okay. So the what are the different kind of the nitrogenous waste?
Ma'am, solid, liquid, and gas.
No, Sudeep. I'm talking about the bio, not about the other kind of the things. In our body, I mean. The
Ma'am,
name
urea.
them. Urea. And then any other type? Any other thing?
Uh, Ma'am, don't know, ma'am.
Okay, I'll tell you, no problem. So what happened basically in our body, we have different kind of the waste which is being generated. One of them is like urea, the other one is like carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is also the waste for us, where we are not going to use for any kind of the thing and all. So that is the reason we have to remove them by some or the other kind of the waste. Now, what happened? Unicellular, when we talk about, they have very simple body structure. So they will be taking the gas inside, they will be releasing the gas outside directly through the body surface. Like earthworm are there. Earthworm, they will be taking the oxygen, they will be releasing the carbon dioxide gas from the body itself. But can we do that as a human? Can I release from my skin? Can the gas go out there? Can the gas come in? No, not possible. So, in the multicellular organisms, since they are complex in nature, we have these precise kind of the organs through which we will be removing the nitrogenous waste outside the body. And such kind of system is called as the excretory system. Now, excretory system basically consists of the different parts, which are the pair of kidneys, a pair of ureter, a urinary bladder, and the urethra. So let me share the screen so that I can show you. And who has joined by the name Jyoti here? Who is there by the name Jyoti? Who is there by the name Jyoti? Okay, so let me share the screen. Is my screen visible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we are going to discuss about the okay. So the topic for today is excretion. The definition I will be writing and the other things I'll be writing in some time. I'll just come to the directly to the system first of all. Let me explain. Can you see the image here, children? The diagram of the human respiratory system.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, this is the human respiratory system. Like this, in our body, the entire structure is present, which is called as the human respiratory system. And this system will help us to remove the urine out of the body. So, in your class 7th and also in the class 10th, you have learned about two names basically. One was egestion. When we talk about the egestion, it means removal of unwanted solid material. So unwanted solid material, when it is being removed, that is called as egestion. But when we talk about the excretion, it means it is the removal of the liquid material like the urine. So urine will be removed out of the body with the help of the excretion. And this is what they are asking in the assertion reason type of the question in the board examination. So the what do they do? In the assertion, they will be giving you the statement regarding the egestion, and in the reason, they give you the statement regarding the excretion. So what happens since board exam is going on? We will be, in hurry to read the question. So without reading, we mark some other options. So make sure that you read that question properly, whether they are talking about the egestion, whether they are talking about the excretion. Egestion, unwanted solid material, whereas the excretion, the liquid material. Now that liquid material, which is the urine, will be excreted out through this structure, which is called as the human excretory system. Here, they have the two kidneys, the left one and the right kidney. So left kidney, right kidney, two kidneys are there. These kidneys, they are connected again with the tube-like structure, which is called as ureter. So ureter also are two, the left ureter and the right ureter. So you can see this is one ureter, this is second ureter. So two kidneys, two ureters are there. Now, in between this ureter, after this ureter, there's a small bag-like structure which is called as urinary bladder. So urinary bladder basically is present next to the ureter. So kidneys, between the kidneys and the urinary bladder, there is a tube which is called as the ureter. In the board examination, compulsory for 3 marks, the question is coming most of the year from this part of it. What do? They will be asking very, very simple question. They will be asking like, name the part which connect the kidney with the urinary bladder. So what will be the answer? If this says, name the part which connects kidney with the urinary bladder, what will be the answer?
Ureter.
Which part connects the kidney? Correct, ureter. So ureter will be connecting the kidney with the urinary bladder. That is like if you write only the ureter, 1 mark will be given. Now in the second part, they ask you name the part which help in storing the urine. So urine will be stored in this urinary bladder. So this is what is the urinary bladder where storage of urine will be done. So it is the storage of the urine. So again, if you write for the storage of the urine, 1 mark you will be getting the urinary bladder. Now the last part which is present here, that is called as the urethra. This urethra basically, what do? They help in the removal of the urine
Ma'am,
outside
we
the,
are
getting
not
me?
sharing a screen.
Let me share it again then. Okay, the sharing has ended. Need to reboot the device. Just a minute, let me check. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the part where the urine, like through this urethra, a small tube-like structure will be there through which the urine will be removed outside. Okay. So that is how the major part will be there. Ureter, kidneys, left kidney, right kidneys, ureter, left ureter, right ureter. Then the urinary bladder. One more thing, children. Urinary bladder is basically a kind of muscular structure. Now, if I say muscular structure, it means it can contract. That is why if we feel sometime like, we have to urinate, but near to us, there is no washroom. Like when we go outside, when we are traveling and all, sometimes we feel like, we have to urinate. But the washrooms are not, they are maybe not in good condition also when we travel. So what do you do? What we do? We control our urination process. How we are able to do the control or controlling process of it? It is because of the muscular structure of the urinary bladder. So urinary bladder, they can take the urine to a certain limit. But after the limit also, they can take a little more amount of the urine. But once the urinary bladder is actually completely filled because of the contraction or because of the presence of the urine into it, what do? They start reversing the process. Instead of storing, they will send the urine back to the ureter, then to the kidneys, which becomes actually poisonous. That is why the doctors always says that we should not control the urine. Immediately we have the urge, we have to remove the urine outside the body. Otherwise, the reverse flow of the urine will be done. Am I clear, Manasvi, Manvita, Sudeep, Ronit, Medansh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, okay. So, now, children, you can take out a copy. Let us write, first of all, about the excretion definition. So, it is the biological process of elimination of harmful substances. So, whatever the harmful metabolic waste are there, so those has to be removed products from the body of an organism. And different modes will be there. And mode of excretion will be different. Mode of excretion is different in different organisms. So here, when we talk about the unicellular, two cases are there. The first one, unicellular, they remove the waste, they remove waste by simple diffusion. So this is a one marker question. Directly they will be asking you, how does the unicellular organism remove the waste? You should just write one word, which is simple diffusion. So through the simple diffusion, which means through the body surface itself, they will be removing the waste outside. So by the simple diffusion from the body surface into the surroundings, they will be removing it. Now, second one, multicellular organism, like we have the complex system. So that is why we will be using the specialized organs for excretion. So write this, children, and then we will be going to the next page. Is it done, children?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Everybody has done. Manvita, Manaswi, Vedansh.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now moving to the next one, which is about the excretion in humans. Excretion in humans. So this will be done by the excretory system. The excretory system of humans collect and drain. So what do they do? The kidneys will be collecting the blood, they will be filtering it, and then that urine which is being formed there, they will be passing it to the next organ, to the ureter. Ureter will be given to urinary bladder, and that will be drained out of the body. So that is why it is being said that the excretory system, they will collect and also they will drain it out. And drains out, drains out the waste from the body, and it consists of a pair of kidneys. A pair means two will be there, then a pair of ureter, then a urinary bladder, and then an urethra. So that is how the four different parts will be there in the excretory system. Now, one by one, we will be discussing all those parts, starting with the kidneys. So, two kidneys, as I told you, two kidneys will be there. But more than that, what we should know is about the location. Because 3 marker question they will be giving you, where 1 mark they will be asking you where the kidneys are located, and for 2 marks they will ask you what are the functions of kidney. So like this, you should know the location. So basically, kidneys are, so I'll write it. So each kidney, when we talk about, is a bean-shaped reddish brown. So they are the bean-shaped red brown color. And when we talk about the location, they are located in the abdomen. So in the abdomen part, they are being located one on either side of the backbone. So this is about the location. So two kidneys will be there. They are being located in the abdomen, one on the other side of the backbone. So complete this first.
Ma'am, completed.
Okay. Others completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So moving now to the next part of it. Where is that? Now, the next point about the kidneys are, Second point is that the left kidney, if you see the diagram also, the left kidney is basically a little higher than the right kidney here. So the left kidney is placed a little higher than the right kidney. Now, can you tell me, children, why is it so? Why the left kidney is placed little higher? Is there any reason, or it just like simply?
And because of the liver.
Because of the liver. Very good. Because of the liver, it is basically being placed a little higher. Good. Correct. So now the next one is the renal artery. Basically, they will be bringing the unclean blood. Now, when I say unclean blood, it means impure form of the blood or deoxygenated blood. So learn this thing that the deoxygenated blood will be entering into the excretory system with the help of the renal artery. So renal artery brings in the unclean blood containing waste substances into the kidney. So whatsoever unclean or the impure blood is there, that will be coming into the excretory system with the help of the renal artery. Whereas the another tube-like structure is there, which is called as renal vein. So renal vein, basically what do? They carries away the clean blood. So whatever the clean blood is there, they will be taking it away from the kidney. So it is like two tubes are there. One is what they are doing. One is bringing the impure blood. Okay, one is bringing, which is the renal artery. What they are doing? Through the body, they are bringing the impure blood. Now, another kind of the tube is there, which is called as the renal vein. What they are doing after filtration process and all, they are taking the pure blood into the body. So one is for the pure, the other one is for the impure blood. So you can see here in the picture also, this is the renal artery where they will be bringing the impure blood into the circulatory system, and here this is the renal vein which they will be bringing which they will be taking the pure blood into back to the body. So likewise, one artery and one vein will be there. So complete this and we will be going to the next one. Is it done, Nandini? Manvita, Medhansh,
Done, ma'am.
Manasvi, Ronit, Sudeep.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Now the next one is in the same one, we should write about the ureters. So ureters, in some book it is given, mostly it is given by the name as ureter, but somewhere it is being given as the excretory tubes also. Now here, when we talk about the excretory tube, they are basically thin muscular tubes coming out from each kidney. So from both the kidneys, they will be coming out. And they will be opening to which place? They will be opening to the place which is called as urinary bladder, which opens into the urinary bladder. So this tube-like structure which will be connecting them, and also the gets open into the urinary bladder. And this ureters are basically the ducts which drain out urine from the kidney. So they will not be actually getting any kind of the pure thing. Only the impure thing, which is the urine, they will be getting it. So that is about the ureter. So do this, then I will be going to the next one. Now the next one, C1, basically they are the urinary bladder. Now the reason why we are writing all these things separately, because in the examination, one marker question, like total 3 marker, 5 marker question, they're giving from this only. So you should know the functions of each. So urinary bladder, it is basically a pear-shaped reservoir. Reservoir means a kind of the structure where we will be storing the urine unless we do not feel them to, or we do not have the urge to remove them out. So it is a pear-shaped reservoir that stores urine before it is being discharged outside. Now the last part we are remaining with is the urinary opening. Is it done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now the last part, which is the D part, is the urethra, which is also called as the urinary opening. Now here, it is also a kind of the muscular tube that arises from the neck of the bladder and conducts the urine to the outside. So they will be helping just to remove the urine to the outside through the opening called as the urinary opening. Through an opening at its end called as the urinary opening. So this is about the excretory system. So children, if you are done, start sending the notes now. Manasvi, Manvita, Medansh, start sending the notes. Medansh, compulsory send the notes.
Ma'am, can you show the last point of kidney, ma'am?
Kidney last point. Okay. This is the last point of the kidney.
Okay.
Start sending the children now fast. I have received from Manasvi. And tomorrow now we will be discussing about the structure of nephron and also about the filtration of the urine. So how does the filtration of the urine will be taking place in our body? So that we will be discussing. So complete this fast, then send it. I have received from Sudeep as well. Others also start sending. I have received from Nityanandini. Medansh, send it fast.